Today we've got 3 reviews in one as we take a look at Weta Workshop's Mini Epics Ghostbusters vinyl figures. Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And like I just said, 3 reviews in one today here for you, and I am very excited because these figures, once again, from Weta Workshop, these mini epics, I've been waiting to get my hands on for quite some time. And before I dive too deep into today's video, I do want to send a thank you to Weta Workshop for sending these figures over to the Ghostbusters News headquarters for review. And if you like these figures that we're taking a look at today, I certainly suggest checking out Weta Workshop's official site, because not only do they have Ghostbusters, they have characters from like Lord of the Rings, Men in Black, and even xenomorphs from Aliens, just to name a few. But like I said, today we're taking a look at the Ghostbuster figures. And if you couldn't tell from the intro video, there are 3 figures in the line so far. We got Slimer, we got Dr. Peter Venkman, and we got Dr. Egon Spengler. They're actually numbered on the packaging 1, 2, and 3. So let's start with number 1. Let's take a look at Slimer. Now all the boxes are pretty much uniformed here. The only main differences is obviously the color scheme and the actual artwork here featuring the characters. And speaking of that artwork, I love this artwork. I mean, just look at it there. That's just fun. That's just plain and utter fun. I love that. Taking a look at the back of the box here, of course, we've got the 3 figures in the line. Once again, Slimer, Peter, and Egon. And there's also a QR code on the back here that will give you a behind the scenes making of featurette of the mini epic figures. Now let me just kind of stop it right here. I do love the figures in the line so far. Like once again, Slimer, we got Peter, we got Egon there. I do find it weird though that in the first series we didn't get actually all 4 Ghostbusters. I mean, where's Ray? Where's Winston? I really hope this line is successful so we can kind of complete the main 4 Ghostbusters. Like, I do know Weta Workshop does have plans for this line. They do have an online exclusive San Diego Comic-Con glow-in-the-dark Slimer that we've already posted about on GhostbustersNews.com, as well as also, actually, speaking of posting on Ghostbusters News, we also ran an article about an upcoming Terror Dog. Once again, that was seen actually earlier this year at Toy Fair, New York. So they certainly have a lot of things on the horizon when it comes to Ghostbusters. I just really hope Ray and Winston are 2 of those things. I love this art so much, so cool. Now let's get back to the figure. Let's pop him open here and check out Slimer. And I must say, the fun of that art on the packaging translates perfectly here to the figure. Also, first impressions, like having him out of the box, I am blown away by the detail here on this guy. Especially considering every figure in this line is only $29.99. Wait a minute, $29.90? Really? For this? I expected like $39, $49 maybe even, but $29.99? To me, that's a steal, especially once again considering the overall quality of this guy. The sculpting looks great. The paint app looks great. I love the main base here too, with all this slime kind of oozing down. And how can I not mention the spaghettis? As Slimer lowers the spaghetti and meatballs into his gullet, and yes, you can actually see them protruding through him. How disgusting is that? And going back to some of the details here, I just love the gnarly teeth. I love those bug eyes and all the little boils and bumps all covering his body. And speaking of body, everybody out there, you know how I review Slimer figures. You know there's one thing to me that is more important than anything else, and that is the booty. And let me tell you, this Slimer, baby got back. They did not disappoint here, and once again, turning him around, I love the sculpting here. You got all these disgusting like slime fat rolls all being contorted because of how he's moving his right arm up. You got those 3 huge boils on the right butt cheek. Folks, this Slimer is an absolute work of art. I am so happy to add him into the collection here. Really love him. I certainly recommend him. But once again, he's not the only guy we're taking a look at today. So let's move on to number 2 in the line, and this is Dr. Peter Venkman. Standard packaging here, once again, with the Venkman art there on the front, and with an overall red design. Let me just touch on again, I love the art style here. I would gladly take prints, like oversized prints of any of this art and put it on my walls. I like it that much. Now opening up the figure, I mean, this to me, this is Bill Murray. This is such a great character of Bill freaking Murray. Just the expression on the face, that arrogance, that swagger really comes through here. I also love the addition of the 5 o'clock shadow on the face, the bushier eyebrows, the semi-unkept hair. I mean, this is disheveled Peter Venkman in Ghostbusters. Once again, Weta Workshop, they did phenomenal with this one. Moving down to the flight suit, I love the fact that it actually does look quite baggy on him. but at the same time, very, very stylized, very form-fitting. Of course, we got all the details you'd know and expect. We got like the Venkman name patch there on the chest. We also have the No Ghost logo on the arm. We got the brass zippers, we got the elbow pads, the black gloves. Taking a look at the belt there, it looks good. He's got a key fob and also a belt gizmo on it. This is also one of the best looking leg hoses I think we've ever seen on anything Ghostbusters. And as always with Peter Venkman figures there, of course, his pant legs are kept untucked. Now, not only is the front phenomenal, but the Ghostbusters, very much like Slimer, shine on the back side as well, because of course, they've got their proton packs. And I love, love, love this stylized design here. I mean, yes, it's a proton pack, of course, we know what they'll look like, but just that stylized, kind of that tweak design to kind of match this art style, it works so well here. That also extends itself to the wand in Venkman's hand. I do also want to touch on the fact that the wand is actually removable, so you can actually take it out of his hand there. However, it actually does not attach to the pack. But being that these vinyl figures are more like statues, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to do that. You just want to have him on display, right? So have him displayed the way he's meant to, holding the wand in hand. So we took a look at number 1, Slimer, number 2, Peter, and now we're taking a look at number 3, Dr. Egon Spengler. But before we focus on the figure, let's once again take a look at the packaging. Same thing that we've seen before, just obviously with the character of Egon there on the front, and also the actual box does have a blue design. And man, once again, love the art here. I think this one is actually my favorite. Actually, I think I like Venkman's the best. No, actually, wait, probably Slimer's. You know what? Never mind. Well, like I said before, Weta Workshop, if you guys wind up like releasing big prints of this art, let me know because I will be the first in line to buy them. But let's go back to the figure and let's unbox him. And it shouldn't be any surprise, I am once again totally behind this sculpt. Weta, like, come on, I love the character of Harold Ramis here. The hair is like perfect. Actually, being that these are characters and kind of over-the-top dramatizations of what we saw in the film, I'm kind of surprised they didn't actually heighten the hair a little more so. I also love the expression on Egon's face here. The flight suit itself is pretty much identical to what we saw with the Venkmans. Obviously, the mold itself, though, is 100% unique. We got details like the name patch there, the logo on the right arm, we've got ourselves the elbow pads, the gloves, all the gear on the belt's the same, but there are 3 key areas where Spengler does stand on his own, being that he is Egon Spengler and not Peter Venkman. His pants are tucked in, and you've probably already noticed here in his left hand, you're gonna find the PKE meter. And once again, love the design work here for it. Has this really nice gray paint app to it, has the little yellow lights on the arms, and it just really pops nicely and really helps sell this figure. And speaking of selling that figure, let's turn him around and take a look at the proton pack. Very much like what we already saw with the Venkman proton pack, but the big change with Spengler is his wand is holstered. Now, I did try removing the wand from here, but it looks like it's actually glued in, so I would not recommend doing that. This pack is meant to be all one unit with wand and pack all together. And that about does it, guys, for our look at Weta Workshop's brand new Ghostbusters mini epic vinyl figures. I want to know which one your favorite is. Are you a Slimer guy? Do you love Venkman? Or maybe you love the Spengler one. And as I already mentioned, I can't believe that all of these figures are only $29.99 a piece. Once again, if you'd like to buy one of these or all 3 of these for yourself, I certainly recommend you do. We've got a link right down below in the description. Click it and buy yours today. I once again would also like to thank Weta Workshop for sending these products over and making today's video possible. As always, anybody out there, if you'd like to support Ghostbusters News, be sure to sign up to our Ghostbusters News Patreon page. We get a link to that right down below in the description. Click it, sign up today, get some exclusive Ghostbusters content, get early content from us. It's all win-win. So once again, click that link and sign up to the Ghostbusters News Patreon page today. And before I forget, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube if you haven't already. Also, bust that little bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything we post. And that's it. That's all, guys. I will see everybody right back here next time. Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube.